All right, folks, what we're going to be talking about today is the setting of the breaker points. I've got a distributor here out of a 66 Lincoln. All of the other ones are similar. If you have a look here, just by where my finger is, there's like a little follower on the set of points. That is the one that rides, if you see on the shaft here, and it's got like little lobes on it. So when those lobes get to like the highest point on that little follower, that's when you're supposed to check the gap. Okay, trying to zoom in a little bit here just to kind of get an idea. See, now is when it's riding at its highest point. You see the gap there is actually open, and if I move the shaft a little bit, see how they close? There they open again. So basically, when that follower is at the top of the travel of the shaft's lobe, that is when you should be checking for your gap, what they call contact gap on the breaker points. The spec in per the 66 manual shows right here, if you see contact spacing in inches, it shows there 0.017, which is 17 thousandths of an inch. And if I get, you can buy these at any auto parts place. It's just a feeler gauge. On this particular one, I had already pulled out. You see it says 0.17, 0.17, so that's 17 thou of an inch. So that should fit in between the gap here, okay? And the way you know that it's correct is if it kind of fits in and it gives you a little bit of friction, then you know that it's correct. So I don't know how I'm going to do this with my with my hand and the phone, but let me try to do that here. So if I've got it, that's impossible. Let's see here. Yeah, there it is. So it goes in between the contacts there. It just has a little bit of resistance. This may be set at 16. It's a little bit tight for the 17, but you get the idea of how to do that. To replace the condenser, there is normally a set screw that sits in the actual base somewhere. I think there it is. There's the base screw. You undo that, and then you can kind of take it out. And then you just undo this nut here, and then you take that lead out, put the new condenser in, tighten it with the screw, put your lead in here, tighten it with the nut, and then of course, to do the points, that one sits with that screw right there. You would undo the leads, and then with that nut, just undo the nut, take the whole set out, put the new set in, put in the screw, tighten the lead. Put the one lead in, put the other one, basically follow exactly the way it looks here, and then do your adjustment, and then you can pop your distributor back in the vehicle, and it should run. Normally, the problem with these old points is they tend to burn up, and sometimes it's hard to see. I can't really show you on this one because I haven't taken the set apart, but as a matter of fact, I do have a new set of points, which they look like this. What normally ends up happening is that the center of the contact burns, and then you get all kind of funny behaviors from your ignition system. Sometimes when you rev it up to your higher revs, the thing tends to die off, like as if it's losing power, or it won't run right. It's got like a skip in it, or it could even be where your idle is off. It sounds like it's, you've got like a fuel issue or something, or a fouled spark plug. But here's the new set. As you see, there's the follower, and then you've got your contacts here. And if you take a look, wait for the camera to focus. Let's see if it will. Maybe not. You take a look here. Too many other things to focus on, I guess. But there, as you look, crap. Okay, you see that those two are flat, shiny surfaces there? They should be nice and shiny like that. If there's like if there are bad burn marks in there or anything, it would be recommended to get them replaced. It's a very easy job to do. You see there are two set screw holes right there, and then you adjust it, you know, on that elongated hole to the right space, you know, right gap. Tighten down the screws, boom, and it's done. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions, just put comments in the bottom. And as usual, get subscribe or whatever you want to do. But have a good day. Thanks a lot.